through the course of this draft and the next is interesting. Cuvé's going for a skill matchup. He wants to match fire with fire. He's not going to take a tank into Kennen, but he already lost out going for a more DPS focus in game one, and Samsung are completely throwing out the game plan that got them to victory, while KT largely are sticking to what got them the wins in the first round robin.
Yeah, I do really like
anything else.
Yeah.
Score looking for some nice pathing around top now. Haru's not here for a counter gank. Another game where we don't see Haru doing his peanut squashing impression. Cuvé squishy, remember.
Yeah, does have the acceleration game, but there's the flash from Swerve, gets the stun, gets the cocoon, and Score's gonna jump in. That's first blood to the Elise, and this is why they banned it game one.
Poetry in motion from KT, really committing on the flash, knowing that one...
That means that he can't be stopping this Elise from power farming and from counter jungling this bottom side.
Where is the Haru who always had confidence to invade? Now we're gonna see that Haru.
Yeah, well, Smeb, of course, it's a worrying time. He does need to get the stun and does so, but the flash forward, Haru wants this. Just needs to cock that gun and is going to do so. Shoots him in the face, and actually Cuvé is going to grab that kill. Nicely done to give it over to his solo laner.
But it's not just one.
Well, still has an opportunity, only 7 minutes in, and the KT bottom lane is in a heck of a lot of trouble now. Everyone coming in. As Mata doesn't have the ultimate, Deft does. He flashes, looks for the arrow, just whiffs it all the way through, and he is going to die. Oh my God, picks up the 1-for-1! The volley just doing so much damage with all of the minions.
So much greed coming through. Cuvé trying to
nice
take out
dodge.
Score.
Dodges a lot of that damage. Will need to switch back. Gets the cocooners. In goes Pawn. He's looking for it. Does get it, but face dive needs to be there. Score grabs the kill as it's answered immediately by Crown. Pawn needs his cooldowns back up. Time Wind is there. Doesn't get the tick on the way back.
Yeah, Pawn still has ultimate, so doesn't look for the all-in. Didn't even have to invest his ultimate there, Crown. But meanwhile, you know, it's a surprise to see the adjustment. But what does it really mean? Why is it such a big change? It's not so much the first bloods as Cuvé once again will take a lot of damage.
Yeah, Cocoon lands. There's the arrow that flashes into it though! As Score. I think he was actually in range for that one. He's still going for this. The ultimate comes out from Crown and Haru's there to clean it up.
Focused on the bot lane, but can just wave clear, then he's doing just fine. Diving an Echo is often an exercise in frustration, but they're gonna try.
Yeah. End of the line is there as Haru's tanking up this turret. Pawn face dives in. Crown taking a lot of damage. Has to ult out though. This is dangerous. Nice stun, but Pawn gets the follow-up kill. Collateral damage is there, but Pawn's absolutely fine with that. Can even teleport back to
Samsung is trading down every time. Margin behind, 33 CS, and Smeb is a level above him as well.
Oh, there's the Slicing Master one more time. We'll get the stun very, very quickly as Cuvé's going to die. All too easy for Smeb, and you can see those Ninja Tabi doing so much work for him in this Jace matchup.
Samsung just can't really do anything. They don't have the license to. They don't have a tank who can walk up and look for a teleport. They don't necessarily have any pressure in their duo lane to walk up and ward it. Cuvé's going to get dived again.
He's definitely dead. Score's going to grab that kill one more time as Parallel Convergence into the mid lane, just stopping Ruler from getting again as Ruler just getting shot in the face. The arrow flies through, but Ruler actually flashes out of the way. Score's there! Perfect timing! And they're going to be able to grab this turret as well. All too easy. Dragon does once again go down, but KT looked to be completely fine with it as Score takes a shock blast. Needs to be very, very careful. Remember, nothing to get himself around there as the Wild Growth comes in. Does now have that repel back up, and Score's just going to take them on a merry chase as he tries to escape this one. Good slow from Core JJ, and that will be the end. But inner turret falls. Inner turret will possibly even fall on the bottom side, and KT don't care.
Meanwhile, is the subtitle Samsung throwing out the old playbook.
Well, Pom's actually looking for some sort of assassination attempt here as Haru's going to fly around. Phase dive gets him over. As Quickdraw, I think, gets the follow in. Haru's actually looking to try and grab him, but Pawn's just going to utilize that proto belt. Dash cannons his way out as Cuvé looking to die one more time. Score's going to turn up, as he always does. The best friends club, the Bash brothers here in Smeb and Score.
Rotation, they're playing on the side where they had the control, where they had the vision advantage. We just mentioned how KT consistently with 1-3-1 with no vision, a person dies top, a person dies mid. Go back and watch the MVP series. They made so many elemental mistakes.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Score is going to get ran into. Big damage with that proto belt though as Pawn's right deep in the backline. He will need to use that ultimate, but uses the Zhonya's first that he picked up very, very recently. There's the ult, gets himself out, but Cuvé's here. Good timing. Haru is going to take down Smeb in the backline as Cuvé now dashing out. Score off to the side. Deft flashes really nicely, but he gets exhausted and he's surrounded. Pawn gets a lot of damage in, and Mata takes down Haru, but KT was so split in that fight.
First time we've seen a true team fight, and okay, Samsung finally have some. Jace can't lane against either Echo or Kennen, so they have to make group plays and force KT to react. They cannot play the map.
Well, they already have started off this Baron. They're looking to actually stay on it as well as Marta gets into position. Deft as well, actually popped by that shock blast as Ruler takes a lot from Pawn. Arrow flies through, lands onto Cuvée, but KT do not want to start this one off too soon. Pawn's here as well. He does have that ultimate. Time Winder getting a lot of damage, and there's the repel. Score just getting Samsung Galaxy all the way out as parallel convergence might be there. Really good flanking play as Pawn throws down the ult. This on uses their Smurf, grabs the first kill, and Samsung are getting corralled into the edge. Massive damage, and Pawn grabs one. Still able to almost get out there. Gets a double kill for Defto, and KT are still chasing. Haru wants to get back home so desperately, but I don't think Kansas is the option, my friend. Smev's going to be able to take this one. That's the ace. And KT just turn it all the way back around.
Ace for Samsung. You know why they made the play. Already mentioned they can't play the three lanes.
It's desperation.
So you force the Baron. You've got double Mountain Drake. All those parts make sense. But then you see the team comp. They stay so long on the Baron, but by the time that they peel off, Cuvée can't be a frontliner. Marta decides he doesn't want a Baron buff.
That was for the crowd. You can hear them in the background. They're pretty excited about the
this
the
could be interesting.
This could most certainly be a problem, but just dodges out of the way, but the Smite's not going to be in the pit. He is going to be able to get it. Cuvé's going to die. And they even invested the teleport just to make sure.
But when you see the replay, you'll see why Samsung made the right. Samsung was doing well because everyone else was role-playing. They're not role-playing anymore. Their new role is carry, and they cannot carry if we judge it based on Game 1 and Game 2.
Spev now with his Guardian Angel does not care about anything. They're looking for this final inhibitor turret in the mid lane. Let Samsung clear out the wave. Pawn continues to be annoying. He's very good at it. On the echoes, he dives right in. Crown's gonna get stunned and destroyed. Already nothing doing here as KT rip through Samsung. Ruler is in the middle of the fight, not where he wants to be. Haru's gonna die. It's a double first score as the tower's taken down, and yet again, KT. No answers from Samsung. They'll take down the Nexus for Game 2, and it's now set point for a 3-0 for KT Rolster. I did not expect to say it, but now it has to be a Samsung reverse sweep.
And we've seen reverse sweeps in semifinals, but it certainly doesn't look like a semifinal that's poised to go that way. If you take the name tags off Samsung, they could be any other team. They could be Kongdu Monster Atlas, and that's kind of a scary thing.
That would possibly be better because they were the